My name is Jim Hall. I'm retired out of the local union. I've worked in construction for 35 years plus, and I've had a lot of aches and bad knees, bad back, and I met Max a few years back, and he gave me a balancing, and it seemed to bring everything in alignment, and my back problems have not been nearly as bad as they were, you know. It probably is that bed I sleep on. It's a bad one, but my posture seems better, and my mobility's a lot better, and my organs seem to function a lot better thanks to the Max balancing system. I appreciate you guys having me by today to give my testimony, and it's been great, and I thank you very much.
Yeah, I've done, for about 5 years, I was doing some volunteer work at the Brother Benno's Foundation in Oceanside, California. After we got back from the bread run, I went out and collected food from the stores for the homeless and needy. I noticed this lady out in front trying to get in her car. She kept trying to get in her car seat, in the front seat to drive. She couldn't do it. I knew she was having problems with her back or something, so I went and asked her. And she says, yeah, she says, I have a sciatic nerve problem, you know. And I said, well, I think I can help you with that if you want to come in the warehouse here. And so I took her back in the warehouse on a sorting table where they were sorting clothes that had been donated, and put a blanket down on for a little bit of padding. Gave her body balance, and then I started working on her sciatic nerve. And you can correct the sciatic nerve problem by taking the heel of your hand and going right down between the two big muscles on the buttocks. And I worked on it for a while, and she couldn't even get on the table. That's how bad she was hurting. And we finally got her on the table, and I worked on it. After about 5 minutes or so working on it, she jumps off the table, runs out, jumps in her car like no problem whatsoever. So, sciatic nerve problems can be corrected fairly easily if you know how to do it.
Well, I wish I would have known you back when I was skiing. I used to be a competitive freestyle skier, and I'm sure I took a lot of bumps and bruises and a lot of rough treatment like that, especially when you fall, you get pretty banged around.
Absolutely.
And that's probably, you know, one of the earlier sources of being a little bit out of balance, you could say, that occurred in my life. And so when I left here earlier, after being balanced, I felt, like I said, very strangely upright and balanced, and there's really no other word for it. You know, I felt like I was, you know, deliberately trying to walk straight and everything, but it was just happening naturally. I wasn't trying to do it. And it was an interesting thing, a very, very unique sensation.
You know, something we forgot to do on you was your walking gait receptor. See, we have 6 walking gait receptors on the bottom of each foot. When we walk and flex our foot, this activates these walking gait receptors, so we have a smooth, automatic walking and running gait. But when we wear hard sole shoes, we can't bend our foot enough to activate these, so we go off of automatic walking gait and onto manual. In fact, as soon as your mother put your first hard sole pair of shoes on your feet when you were little, you went off of automatic walking gait, and you've been on manual ever since. Okay? So let's go ahead and put you on automatic walking gait.
Okay.
Go ahead and stand up on your go up on your tiptoes, open your mouth, touch under your nose, end of the governing energy ready. Now squeeze or tighten up your buttocks muscles. This puts you on automatic walking and running gait. Go ahead and walk now and see if you don't notice a difference in the way you walk.
Actually, I do. Wow. You can sure tell the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
See, what I do is I strengthen muscles. So muscles pull the bones where they're supposed to be naturally, without the negative trauma of a chiropractic adjustment. So you can't get a chiropractic adjustment that doesn't cause negative trauma. They all do. And the way you know they do is immediately after you get an adjustment, go ahead and muscle test. If that muscle stays strong or gets stronger, it's your innate intelligence telling you that it's good for you. You can do this without any harm to the organism. If the muscle blows and goes weak, this tells you that there's something about it that's damaging the organism, that the organism doesn't want you to do. And you can test any exercise, anything like that. You do jumping jacks, immediately test them, the muscle blows and goes weak. You're jarring the brain hemispheres when you're doing jumping jacks. The same way with it. This is a way you can scientifically test anything that you want to test to find out if it's good for you or if it's damaging. Like I say, what we do is strengthen the muscles so the muscles pull the bones where they're supposed to be naturally. This is why you felt like you were standing more upright.
Right. I remember many years ago when I was seeing a chiropractor who also practiced kinesiology, he determined that I had mild hypoglycemia. So what he would do is put a little bit of sugar on my tongue, and when he would do it, it would just, boom, you could really tell the difference. And so I knew that the sugar was a problem for my system. So ever since then, I avoided things that had a lot of sugar, and I've felt better. I've had, my health has been a lot better.
That's actually the first thing I muscle tested was sugar back in '75. And you can also test polluted water, tap water, muscle blow and go weak. Then you stick your finger in pollution-free distilled, steam distilled water, the muscle stays strong, which is your innate intelligence telling you you need to be drinking pollution-free, steam distilled water instead of tap water that has all the pollutants in it.
Yep, very interesting.
You think this is something you'd like to learn how to do so you can help people?
Sure. Yeah.
2 8-hour days, and I can teach anybody how to do this. You can be on your own. You can do whatever you want with it, charge, or you can do it free. You can do whatever you want with it. It's yours.
Sure.
Once you learn it.
Sure.
Give you a certificate of completion, which shows that you've attended the seminar and 2 8-hour day workshop in the Max Touch Body Balance.
Wow, that'd be great.
Then you
Sure.
can go help people.
Just like you do. All right. Yeah, twice
Very
as many people
rewarding.
helped. Yeah.
Very rewarding.
I'll bet it is.
You
I'm
actually
sure it
get
is.
energy when you help people.
Oh, sure you do.
I
Absolutely.
mean, people say, well, you balance so many people, aren't you tired? No, you get energy from it,
Right. Yeah, you do. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay. Well, thank you, Max.
You have a good
I
one.
sure appreciate it. All right.